Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday. How is everybody? Welcome to our When the Moon Hatch, can't see it. When the Moon Hatch reading sprint. We've finally got to the book. I'm nervous. So many people have so many thoughts. So many thoughts about this book. Is it going to be good? If you've read it, let me know. If you're reading it, let me know also. But yeah, it should be a fun time. I've got the audio, so I'm going to be listening to the audio for this. Yeah, we've got another. Is it a romantasy? I think it's a romantasy. With dragons. So that will be that. But how is everybody? It's cold here in London. It's cold and dank looking. I don't know if it's like that where you are out, but it's cold. It's cold here. What have I been up to? I went to the dentist this morning. I was going to say tomorrow. I went to the dentist this morning, and I have to have my wisdom tooth pulled. So that will be fun times. But I'm ready to read. I'm ready to get into this to see if I agree with all of the things I've been hearing about it. But let's see who we've got in. I know Donna was here earlier with the thing with this message is I can't explain it. It's one of those ones where you truly had to be there or be in it to understand it. It will make no sense to anybody else, but it's every time it pops up or either one of us do it, we laugh. It's one of those giggle cues. Livia, how are you, my love? I just come off of Livia's sprints. They had those playing in the background while I was doing admin stuff, you know, all the adulting stuff that you have to do so that you don't feel bad spending the rest of the day reading. That's what I did. Livia was saying hi to Donna. We have Renee. Hello, how are you? Renee saying hi to Donna. And Livia saying hi to Renee. Renee is actually my niece's name. I have not. I don't think I've shared that before. But yeah, I remember when my sister and her husband were thinking of naming, or was saying that's the name that they were going to choose. I remember messing with them and saying, because some people pronounce it Rini. I was like, oh, Rini, lovely. But yeah, Renee is my niece's name. More hellos. Renee is reading The Siren Sussex by Mimi Matthews. Ooh, Siren Sussex. Interesting. Renee says it's cold here, should put on the heath. Yeah, I'm going to probably get... Oh, actually, I have this. I might wear this. My little... It's not quite... it's actually an outside jacket, but it's one of those Bourge ones, so it's quite warm. I'm enjoying wearing it as like a short dressing gown kind of thing. Livia is reading Warbreaker and is on page 268 of 599. So you're almost halfway. Nice. This is the book that you're reading, buddy reading with Hermie, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, let's enlarge you so you can see me all up and close because I cannot see nothing. Good morning, Jen. How are you? Jen is heading into the office, so we'll have you on in a car. Nice. We'll be working on Red Queen between meetings. Nice, nice, nice. I hope your meetings go smoothly. How are you finding Red Queen so far? Am I right in thinking or saying that there's a new drop for Clue? Are these books for Clue? Doing good, Renee's doing good. My story, thank you. Yeah, it was. I would always tease them and be like, "How is Renee today?" Just to wind them up. But it's Renee, and she has an accent on the first E. Oh, sorry. We also have Haley. Haley has just uploaded her video. Hopefully, it should be up in the first sprint. Nice, nice, nice. Haley, did you get the audio for When the Moon Hatched? Did you end up picking it up? And the Siren Sussex is a historical romance. Yes, Renee, you like historical romances. I remember that. Yeah, I was saying I wanted to get into more. So that's nice. And yes, Olivia's buddy reading Warbreaker with Hermie, and it's also perfect for the ballroom prompt. Ooh, ballroom prompt. I have absolutely no idea what the prompt is, but that's good. These are all clue things. What is so interesting is I have on my other one YouTube in the background, and my messages are coming through quicker on there than on StreamYard, which it normally is the other way around. Crazy. Jen says yes, it's for the new prompt. But I've only read one page while my coffee was brewing, so I don't quite have an opinion on it. It's fantasy, so I'm nervous, but keeping an open mind. Yeah, fantasy. I don't know how I feel about. Do you know what? Fantasy is still so new to me that I too don't have an opinion. I too don't have an opinion on it. What I've read of fantasy so far, I've enjoyed, but they've been, for want of a better term, very low stakes fantasy. Like obviously the Imperium series, I wouldn't say it's a very complex system. I still haven't picked up. I just haven't had a chance to. I will this week. I have to. It's not even a case of want. I have to pick up and start The Eye of the World, Wheel of Time, book 1. I still can't find and the wait on my library is just way too long for the Rosamund Pike audio, although Coda was saying that I shouldn't get that one, that he prefers the other audio for that, which I do have access to. So I'm gonna try that since I have it. Haley did buy the audio with some extra credit and got 8 new audiobooks. Oh, an Audible buy one get one free sale. I don't have a buy one get one free sale. Where's this happening at? I want a buy. Oh, I take it back. I see it now. Also, today's deal is Kevin Hart, Can't Make This Up, $1.99. I think I have that book. Okay. I know what I will be doing while I listen in the first sprint. Livia liked when the Moon Hatch, gave it 4 stars. Nice. Renee says to me, I say try urban fantasy, easier to get into. Libromancer by Jim C. Hines, Heroine Complex by Sarah Kuhn. Nice. I always star these, and then I screenshot them at the end to go back and pick them up. Renee loves fantasy, but mostly read urban, actually, or retellings. Yeah. Oh, so wait. Okay. Question, friends. Are retellings fantasy? Are they classed as fantasy? Because I've read 2 Peter Pan retellings. Hooked by Emily. Is it Emily McIntyre? Emily McIntyre. I want to say McIntyre. That's the name that comes to mind. Why I'm tripping up on her surname. Yeah, it is McIntyre. I did not like Hooked. I did not like Hooked at all. But I think, no, I can't even say it's solely down to the audio. I just didn't like it. And also, is the Lost King, Lost Boys, that series. I didn't like that series either. Didn't. So retellings, I'm here for retellings. I do like there's a good retelling. So yeah. Livia says hi to Jen and Haley. Renee says, as long as it involves fantasy elements, it is fantasy. Okay, cool. Good to know. Good to know. And Livia agrees, in my opinion, days of fantasies. Fantasy is real broad genre. That's very true. That is very true. Okay, cool. So I've read more fantasy than I would have said. Okay, that's good to know. Right, friends. So today, the plan today is to, let's have a look. I have my schedule on here. So the plan for the reading sprints today is to do 5 sprints. The first one will be 45 minutes, and then the rest will be 60 minutes. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 sprints at 60 minutes. And again, we will try to, we'll try to keep the minimum, the minimum, the chat. I'm a yapper, I can talk, but I want to see how far I can get into this book. And so there is a read along on Storygraph for it, for those who are reading along and want to discuss it, because I don't have any other place to discuss it. I don't really want to put spoilers, just in case people want to pick up the book afterwards. So if we do want to talk about the book, you're more than welcome to pop on over to the Storygraph. I need to figure out another place where we can chat. I don't have a Discord ... yet. So I might have to look into that. But if anybody else has like a suggestion of where we can discuss books that we are reading, please let me know, and also pop those in the chat. Jen says, I haven't read Hooks, but I bought the Barnes & Noble special edition with the blue foil on my books on my books and sushi trip with Corey, and I'm obsessed. It's gorgeous. I've heard that it's a really good, I've seen it. It looks nice. I think because it was the first book that I was introduced by Emily, if not for her story, I don't think I would continue, and the fact that I have the next 3 in the series, I don't think I would continue on with reading them, because I don't know if it's her writing that I'm not a fan of, but I believe Hooked was her first book. So I want to give her a try, because sometimes your first book isn't your best. And sometimes not even that. Some people write different stories better. I don't know. Does that make sense? I don't want to judge just based off of that one book. But yeah, I wasn't a fan, but a lot of people liked it. In fact, a lot of people love it. Renee says, I once explained it as fantasy is stuff that can only happen in your daydreams, while other stuff can possibly happen, like, for example, a billionaire romance, unlikely but can happen. But no, it's true. But sadly, you can never kiss a dragon, right? Could you imagine? I like that definition. That is, yeah. And Olivia agrees. Yeah, that's a great definition. I agree. Yeah. And that is kind of how I was explaining that to my mom, because my mom was like, what does that mean? Like, when people talk about fantasy or magic and all of that, because some magic is real. Renee says, thanks, Livia. I mean, we all want to meet a hunky immortal, but sadly not really likely. If or if only the book boyfriends were truly, truly real. Right. Which one are we doing? Oops, no, that's not what I want to do. I got two. So Life app wasn't my friend the other day, but let's see, will it work for us today? I've actually got a moon. We got a moon since we're reading when the moon hatched. I thought, StreamYard, work for me. Work for me, please. I mean, if you didn't know what book I'm reading by the title, here it is. So we're going to do 45. Sometimes people seem to forget about urban and think fantasy is just high fantasy. But as Livia said, fantasy is a big genre. Nice flowers. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was cute. I liked it because the options on Flocus, I didn't think they matched. They didn't go with the vibe. So, right, let's get into our first sprint for today. And I'll see you back here in 45. Happy sprinting. welcome back. How was that first sprint for you? That was a struggle sprint. That was a struggle sprint for me. I rewound the audio twice. And this is not the first time that I've tried to listen to this. But yeah, I rewound it twice. First of all, I sped it up to like 1.7. No. Then I slowed it down to 1.6. No. So then I sped it up again to like 1.8. I got to the female's narration bit, hated it. So then I brought it back down to 1.5. I'm going to try and actually, is it on 1.5 or is it on 1.4? It might be on 1.4. It's on 1.4. So I'm going to see if I slow it down. To be fair, when I was listening to it during the sprint, I was doing other things. I don't know if it's because I'm not concentrating, and whether it's one of those ones where until I get used to their voice, I need to sit and read. I don't know if you saw, like I actually pulled up the book to read along as well. So I just washed my hands. Let me clean my hands. So there is that. So I think now that I've done like all the YouTubey things of like popping links everywhere, I don't need to do that. Just need to just put the title of the reading sprints on in the next sprint, and then I'll properly kind of do like an immersive reading. I don't know if that's what this book requires, but so far I'm struggling. How did your sprint go? Let's see. Also, while I do that, we are going to change. I'll have to change. I'll do that in a minute. Let's see how you got on for your sprint. Did I start? I did start it. We had Dungeon Mistress slide in and is filming with us in the background. Nice. Are we allowed to know what you are filming today? Also, Donna joined us. Shauna. I'm looking at Donna's name. Shauna joined us and is currently was having a late lunch and then back to doing some work stuff. Nice. I also popped in Hayley's new video, Cozy Vibes and Vampire Guides, also a January wrap up. So if anybody is interested in that, that's for you. I will check that out because, you know, I love a vampire lore. I love a vampire story, and I'm trying to do more this year, so I will definitely be checking that out. I also said hi to Donna and Shauna. We had Elaine pop by, so Elaine will be popping back and forth, and then Ben will be on shortly as well. Okay, so busy sprint, busy morning, no problem. When Ben goes, if I see it, I'll put the link in for Ben. Hellos to Elaine. Yeah, this is where I was saying I'm struggling with the audio. Also, Judith joined us. Hello to everyone. That was driving sprint for Jen. Renee read 70 pages and is loving it. Nice. Renee was asking if something is wrong with the narrator. So when I first picked up the audio, and was listening to it, the male narrator's accent threw me to begin with. But then I don't know, it's settled. So I don't think it's his accent. The female narrator, I did have to kind of take a minute. That's one of the things I did towards the end, and I kind of went down a rabbit hole. I stopped it to see what the female narrator has narrated because I wasn't sure if she puts on an accent. I don't like it. And I wanted to see if it was the same narrator as the one that I was talking about in, no, I didn't mention this, in when I listened to Neon Gods. Is it Neon Gods? Hated it. The female narrator put on like this accent, and it just reminded me of, you know, those old Disney cartoon movies where they put on like this witchy voice, and it's just horrible. That's what it reminded me, and that just felt like it. And I was like, oh no, I don't want that. So I don't know. That might be what my issue with the audio is right now. Hello to Shauna, Elaine, and Judith from Livia. Judith just got home after getting Nick from school, and we had a talk with the teacher today. Nice. I hope it went well. Haley is making a start on dinner to get in the slow cooker. Oh, I need to do that. Oh, I do need to do that. What are you having, Haley? Livia is on page 303 or 599 of Warbreaker. Nice, good progress. Renee says the voice and narration is so important. It is so important. It literally makes or breaks an audio. Sometimes when I get like this, especially if I was listening to an audio before and the speed is up and I'm not used to the narrator, I do have to slow it down. And then once I slow it down and get used to their voice and the cadence, somewhat of the cadence, because obviously once you speed it up, it gets faster. It's okay. But if she keeps doing this accent, which I'm scared that she might, I don't know if I will get on with this audio. That, I don't know. Judy says we needed to walk because of the snow. No, today. So we had our exercise for the day as well. That's nice. Two for one. How much snow have you got? We don't have. I mean, it's cold enough for snow, but we don't have snow. Or that SN. ... That word we're not allowed to say. Renee has DNF so many audiobooks because of a bad narration / yeah. There's only been one book so far, actually. So a few years ago, before I was really into audiobooks, I listened to In Every Mirror She Is Black. I hated the narration. Like the accent was so bad that the woman put on. I just stopped. And then last year I picked it back on and picked it back up, and because we fell into a buddy read with me, Kida, and Jaleesa, I kept going. If it wasn't for the fact that the story was so good and it had two narrators and the second narrator, which I didn't know at the time was better, I wouldn't have continued on. But yeah, it is so important to have a good narrator. Haley is making sausage casserole with mash. Nice. That's so funny that you're making that, because I was really thinking of having bangers and mash today in a giant Yorkshire pudding. That could still happen. I just don't have sausages. Oh, we do have sausages. They're in the freezer. That could still happen. That could very much happen. Do you think I could get away with doing sausage casserole? Haley, share the recipe. If you have one. Julie says not much snow, but enough so I won't go by a bike anymore. Okay, that's fine. That's fair. Hello, Chris. How are you today? What are you up to? What are you reading? What time is it? Is it morning? It should be what? What time is it? Like 9 a.m., 10 a.m., 8 a.m.? How are you? Right, we are going to go. So we've done our first 45. We're going to go into an hour sprints now. We're going to do some hour ones. There we go. Need to move that up. Yeah. And not that one. This one. We're going to go into our first hour. So today we are doing 5 sprints. We've just had our first one, so we've got four sprints to go, all of an hour. Let me see how I get on after slowing this down to 1.4. It's just it hurts my soul to go down to that slow. Anyway, I hope this next sprint is better and is good for you. I shall see you on the other side of 60. Happy sprinting. Welcome back. Sorry about that. I could have sworn it said 12 minutes. How we're back already, I don't know. How was that sprint for you? Yeah, me and this audio, I have to I've managed to get past the prologue. So the prologue I've gotten past. Oh, hold on. Let's swap me around. There you go. I've managed to get past the prologue, which I think I listened to like 5 times. And I don't know. I also started to, oh, you can't see it. I like made, no, you can't see it. It's too bright. I was like, what's going on? Firstly, till I realized, okay, so, and the book starts out with saying that there's 5 gods. The audio isn't bad. I feel like this is an audio you have to concentrate with. I don't know if it's that there's something about the audio that's not. I saw Jaleesa come in. I said there's something about it that's not given. It's not bad because I did listen to the sample of it before I did buy it. I didn't have a problem with it. There's something about it, and I cannot put my finger on what it is. Actually, I'll say this about the way that the female is reading the story. She does something at the ends of her sentences that I am not a fan of. I can't give you an example because it feels very unnatural in terms of like how you would normally speak. So that I am struggling with. But I feel like I'm starting to understand the story. I'm not a fantasy person. And I don't know if that's the other part of it. I am not a fantasy person. The beginning prologue, now that I've listened to it 152,000 times, I get five gods. One of them is like the outsider. One of them is trying to impress somebody else. We've got that. This first chapter, I might have to restart it. But yeah, there is just the audio needs concentrating. And I feel like that defeats the purpose of having an audio book. You're supposed to be able to have the audio and do other things. And I am not getting that with this. I don't know if it's that lately I've been spoilt with audios, like for example, the audio for Beautiful Creatures and Beautiful, what's the second one? Darkness. While it's not a graphic audio, it has sound effects and music. And so it really draws you in, and you don't need to, I've found you don't need to tandem read it. You don't need to immersive read that. You can literally just listen to it and do other things and follow along and just be taken along on this story. This, not so much. Also, I don't know if it's the world building. The world building seems, I mean, I'm literally, how much am I? I think I'm in like, what page did I end up on? Like I said, the first chapter. I think I'm on like page, I want to say 10. So like I said, not into it. But the world building already, I don't know. I don't know. But we will continue. We'll try and get to that half. What do they say when you DNF it to get to I don't know what part? I don't know. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out what time it was by Chris, and it's 10. Chris says, hello, Olivia, I might go back to sleep until noon. And I was laughing. I said, I vote for staying in bed as long as you can. Yes, I didn't get to do that this morning, I wish. And then we had Precious join us. Precious says, good morning to everyone. Is in bed trying to get some energy, family emergency. Oh, during the sprint yesterday, no. Oh, I hope everything's okay. Evening, and it took 2 hours, but persistence is key, yes, and patience. Sometimes we have to walk away and come back to a difficult task. So true. We like to read and update reading log and commonplace book. That's my intention. Nice. I hope you were able to do that. I need to set up my reading journal at some point. It's me saying hello to Precious. Paula joined us and has been meaning to finish when the moon hatched. So we'll try and do it during these sprints. Nice. And I did ask how far into the book Paula was. And she's 30%, just checked, has 7 hours of the audio left, so won't finish it, but can make a dent. Yeah, we can definitely make a dent. And I was asking about the audio, if Paula also was struggling or had issues with the audio, because I was like, is it the audio or is it my concentration? I think it's a slight mix of the two, but there is definitely something with the audio. Then Jaleesa popped in, said, hello. Today is Sprintfield. Yes, it does seem like a heavy sprinting day. Paula says, I think the reason I'm struggling with it is the audio isn't the best in my opinion, but I'm continuing as I've heard great things about the book. Same, I've heard a mixture. Some people just don't like it. Because of the way that it's written. Some people do. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. I remember seeing, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to pause this because I'm not going to do it in two minutes. Someone had mentioned is there a glossary at the back? I think someone said about reading. Yes, there is a glossary. Something about reading the glossary that you need to keep, or terms that you've got to read the glossary alongside the book. However, here's the thing about that. If I have to keep flicking to the back to read a book, I don't know how much I want to do that. I don't know. So there's a glossary, and then there's terms. So an aurora cycle, that's been mentioned. So an aurora cycle is, a complete aurora cycle is a complete time it takes for aurora. It's too much. But as Precious said, we will persistence. We will keep going. Jaleesa says, I'm on hold for the book at the library. Seeing the comments about the audio makes me think I should listen to the sample. I listened to the sample. I didn't have any, there were no red flags with the audio for the sample. So yeah. Plus, I don't think the audio is bad, but compared to other audios, I don't think it's the best, if that makes sense. Yes, I agree. And I was like, I agree with Paula. It's not a bad. And again, like I said, I doubt the sample will give you reason to pause. There's just something about it that's just, I think it's one of those ones where you'll have, if you go into the audio knowing that the audio might irk you, or there's something about the audio, I think you can get past it. If you go into the audio blind, that might be where you trip up on it. But if you read it with your eyes, I don't know if that's a good thing. So if anybody, I know Casey is reading. I don't know if she's here though. And I'm trying to think who else is currently reading. But saying that, Livia's read it and gave it 4 stars. I know Hermie has also read it and has given it high. I think they gave it 5. So there are a number of people who have enjoyed it. My sister Amatullah has joined us and says, I hope all is well with everyone. And is 61% through One Dark Window. Haven't had a chance to read today. So you read all of that yesterday. There's me saying, oh, you're only just started. Let me see if I can read it with you. You see, I didn't even get a chance. I didn't even get a chance. Renee got 80 pages further and loving the book. Nice. Paula is now at 34%. Nice. Yeah, and agrees with me. I find it dry and too monotone for the story. It's got like this. It's not a lisp. She does something at the end of. In my mind, the way that it sounds is almost like it's a curve, and she curves the ending out too much, and it's slightly jarring. I might have to speed her up. We shall see. Haley watched some booktube and has 70 pages left of her book. Is hoping to finish before dinner. Nice. Haley is reading her Orc Warrior by Zoe Ashwood. Haley, I was going to ask you if you've read a book. Do I remember what that book was? No. But it was, if I remember, I will pop it in. I have totally forgotten. I have forgotten what the book is called. That is annoying. That's annoying. Let me restart the timer though. Hello, Mel. How are you? What are you reading today? Oh, there we go. Mel will be finishing the last few stories in Neighbours by Diane Oliver. Nice. Renee's going to a friend's house. It's been fun. Nice. Thank you for being here, Renee. I hope you have fun with your friends. We've got Nightbot coming in and asking us all to do the YouTubey things like subscribe. True. I could screenshot. I could. To be fair, depending on I've got the because it's available. So the book is also available on KU. So I could technically. I don't know if you see me looking down. I have been annotating it. So like I have beauty guru hands. So I have been annotating it as I go along. Because like I was like, Ether, what's that? So I had to. It's the clear sky because I was like, he was talking about being nothing. I was like, And the clear sky, the upper regions of air beyond the clouds, also known as the fifth element. So if you for reading the book, because like there's 5 gods, I was like, is that supposed to mean something? So yeah. If you're saying hi to Amatullah and Jaleesa. And Amatullah is enjoying the One Dark Window. Definitely a change for me without the romance so far. Anyway, nice. Yeah, I was going to say it's not the type of book you'd normally go for. Haley's asking, have I read a book? Yeah, but not today. Livia chatted with her son and scrolled social media. Nice. Oh, we have Casey. Casey has about 270 pages left and is loving it. Okay, so that gives me hope. Casey, are you listening to the audio or are you reading with your eyes? Hi to Lily from Livia. Lily is also Casey. I call Lily Casey. Linnea is here, happy to join. Nice, I'm happy to have you, and is reading The Fox and the Viscounts by... Oh, I didn't get to stop it. There we go. Got you. By Laura Greenwood, 47% in, hoping to finish during the sprints. Nice. Amatullah says hi to Livia, and Casey is reading with eyes. I wonder if that's the difference. I wonder if that makes a difference. Have you heard any part of the audio, Casey? Because I wonder if I'll have to. No, I know Hermie tends to tandem or / immersive read. So I have to ask them what they thought of the audio. I forget. Livia, did you listen to the audio or did you read with your eyes? Because I know you've read it as well. Livia saying hello, and you have not. Okay, I wonder if that might be it then. I wonder if that's it. Sounds like that might be the issue, is the audio. Actually, I'll have to. I'll message. Oh, why is this? Is it going? We don't want that. I'll have to message Nell as well, because one of the other reasons I ended up reading this was because last year I was talking to Nell about it, because I know that she read it towards the end of last year with I believe Leandra and some other people, and if I'm not mistaken, Nell was not a big fan of it. So I'll ask Nell if she listened to the audio or if she read it with her eyes. But it looks like it's an audio thing. Because Livia read it with eyes also. Okay. Interesting. Let's reset this so we get our full 60. And I'm going to pop some. I'll have to find out if it's the audio. Anyway, we got 60 minutes on the clock. Happy sprinting. I hope this session goes good for you all, and I'll see you on the other side. Welcome back. How was that sprint for you all? I've had to make that the last sprint. Unfortunately, we've had some sad news. So me and my mum are we are going to go say goodbye to my aunt, who is currently in hospital. Yeah. It's never easy when you know that this day is coming. So we are going to do that. I did listen to some more. I don't know if maybe because I was so distracted, I wasn't the annoyance of the the female narrator didn't bother me on this particular go around, but I did manage to make it to chapter 3. So we will have to do this. We will have to do this another day. I don't know as of right now. I don't particularly know. So she's gone into organ failure. So there's nothing really you can do with that. So I don't know what's going to happen with tomorrow's sprints. I'm going to keep them up for now, because like my mom said, this the situation is the situation. So yeah, we are going to say goodbye with the family, and then that will be that. So I don't know if I will be back tomorrow. If I'm not back tomorrow, I potentially will be back on with sprints on Saturday. I set some up as an alternative to like Valentine's Day, and so yeah, I don't know. Let me read your comments, and then I'm gonna get out of here and get ready so that we can head to the hospital. Did I mark where? I did, I think. Where are you? I did. Where are you though? Why can't I? There. Oh, I had mentioned that When the Moon Hatched is on KU. I just don't know if it's on KU in other countries. So I don't know if you were able to find it, Paula, but it is. If I'm not mistaken, you're in the States, so I don't know because I'm trying to remember when Kida was looking it up whether or not she was able to find it on KU or if she had to get it from like her library. So yeah, hopefully you can find it so you can do an immersive read, because the bit that I did read, that I read with the audio helped. Although I don't know, there's something. There's some, and I remember this from when Nell had mentioned about the choice of words of the writer. Like, it was funny because she used it, and I was like, oh, now I'm remembering the choice of using creators for, like, like in with fourth wing and all of that, like they say to the gods and all of that. So why would you say creators? Just it's a weird choice of words. I guess, I mean, it's her world and she's building it, so I don't know, who am I but a reader. Casey was asking Livia if Livia enjoyed When the Moon Hatched. So I think Livia gave it 4 stars, and then the stars. Yeah, this is me just saying about it being on UK but not sure. And then Nightbot turned up and said, you know, if you're new here, introduce. We like introduction. We like to make new friends. This is where Olivia said she gave it 4 stars. It wasn't 5 stars because she wasn't 100% into the author's writing style. And I get that. There's been like a couple of times when I was like, where you're looking at it and you're like, what are you doing here? And again, like I said, I think this is one of the criticisms that I believe Nell and Leandra had of the writing, like the author's choice of changing and flipping things. While I get it, because you're trying to make a story your own, does it work? I don't know. Is it necessary? Are we doing it for the sake of just doing it? Gems said, sorry, I apologize for missing the last chat, but that's fine. Their medical director wanted to chat. Sometimes they want to chat. And this is just me popping in and saying about making that our last sprint. Thank you, Paula. Good morning, Noon. Christina, how are you? Then we've got Christina coming in and telling us to do all the things. Pause to hydrate, snack, check the laundry, take your med, stretch, and show some love to the like button. Yeah. And then also Anna popped in to say hi, is working as usual, but reading bits and bobs from the Starless Sea. Yes, nice. And Paula says immersive reading is working. Found it picks up around chapter 33. Okay, good to know, as it's now character driven more than world building, and is now on chapter 38. Good to know. Yeah, I think the other thing that I'm finding with this is I'll have to annotate it. I think me trying to just listen and read, I won't remember stuff. I won't remember anything from it, because it feels like, because it's the changing and the flipping of what you would typically read. And I say this as someone who is not a fantasy reader, but somebody who isn't, and like, just like I said, the changing of God to creators, like, just I'd have to annotate it for that to be something that I remember, and kind of be more immersed into this particular world. So that's the other thing. I was also, like, before I found out about my aunt, I was trying to find a paperback, because I don't like to annotate hardbacks if I don't have to. Plus, I wanted to spray the edges of this at some point, but I don't know. So yeah. Thank you, Haley. Yeah. Thank you, Livia. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, it's so my aunt had I'm just gonna say early onset. It's not been early onset for years. It's she was suffering from dementia for a very, very long time, and I'm proud of her. She gave us some good. She put in a fight. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that. We've got Paula saying, "Hey, beautiful people." Paula, have you finished your hair? Have you got? Is your hair all done? Is it all did? Thank you, Christina. Oh, Let's turn it off. Let's do that. What's this? I have you muted, but whatever happened to you? Oh, thank you, Anna. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens today. Like I mean, my mom said it. There really isn't much that we can do. It's one of those ones where it's like it's the initial shock of it all. So yeah, it's part of life. Unfortunately, it's a sad part of life. But I'll have to share my aunt with you one day. She was so if you knew my dad, going into it's like story time here. My dad was would wear, do I have a picture? I don't, not close. Wear suits, like if you think of like the 60s and the 70s, well, no, mostly the 60s, where you saw the guys always wearing like the suits. My dad always used to wear a suit. Well, my aunt was always, I want to say prim and proper. Prim and proper is not the correct way, but she would always wear like really lovely dresses, like 2 pieces, that kind of thing. And at Christmas, when I was younger, we would always go to their house for Christmas, and it'd be like the proper place settings, like with the not quite the knife and fork settings, but almost to that level. And I used to enjoy it. Plus, like her sons, my cousins, they're my older cousins, because I didn't have cousins as such, like close family here. They were all in Nigeria, so they were like my older brothers and protectors. So it was I used to love going to their house. Mel had lunch, didn't read that sprint, made some coffee to settle down with the book next sprint. Okay, it'll have to, I think if we can pop in a link to, this link's been popped in, perfect. Christina is saying hi to Mel. Oh, you're in the UK. Paula, why did I think you were in America? I don't know. But okay, I'm glad if you were able to pick up the book. That's good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. All the hugs. Yeah, sorry, that was it was, we were meant to go for a few more hours, but we're gonna try and get to the hospital before visiting hours are over. So we've got about because it's 20 to 6, about just a little over two hours before we won't be able to go see her today. Thank you so much, Tia. I appreciate you. We've got hey Christina Bay from Mel. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. I appreciate you all. No problem. Thank you. Yeah. Courtney is sprinting. This is the link for Courtney. I think these are Clue sprints, if I'm not mistaken. And Ven is also sprinting too. So you've got Ven. And then here is the sprint spreadsheet for those who want to see what else is popping up today and other days. Matilda still hasn't read and went out to go take the register for sports evening, and has her crochet whip in progress. No problem. I'll send you a message. In a minute when I'm done. Thank you. I'm guessing those are hugs. It is all, oh, nice. Have you popped pictures in the Discord? And then notebook with the YouTubey stuff. We have Hermie. We've got hugs and hellos. And yes, Courtney's doing sprints for Clue. No problem. Right, I am gonna skedaddle. Yeah, that was very unexpected, but we'll do this again. So I will probably Christina, you got your wish. No, I'm joking. I don't read it like that. I'll probably extend the read along for I don't know if you can take off the end date. I might just pop the end date for the end of the year for when the moon hatched on Storygraph, and then I will reschedule reading sprints for another day so we can get it, because I'm determined. I'm determined to read this. I will not be DNFing this book, and then I can give you my thoughts on it. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thank you for all of your kind words. I appreciate you. Hearts. And yes, if you are subscribed, you might see a message on my community tab letting you all know about the upcoming sprints, if I'm sprinting tomorrow or the weekend. If not, I shall see you soon. Take care. Ooh. Take care. We've got hellos, all the hellos and the hearts. Thank you so much. I shall see you all soon. Take care. Love you all. Mean it. Bye.